Well, hello, Facebook friends out there. It's me. My name is Linda, and I just wanted to talk about basically just accepting that a particular person is not meant for you. We seem to have a lot of problems when we fall in love with someone or we think we're in love with them. We tend to think that we could make them love us, but the reality of it is, just like you fall in love with someone and nobody actually made it happen, it just naturally happened for you. It's the same thing with the person. So when you meet somebody and you fall in love with that person, you can't make them love you back. So my conversation is about just trying to make people aware that you have to accept that a person is not in love with you. You can't try to find what can I do to make somebody more make myself more desirable to someone so they'll want to be with me. Unfortunately, that's not the way it works. If a man can't be in love with you when you're down, he's not going to be able to be in love with you when you're up either. He has to be able to love you on all different levels and stages of your life, and vice versa. And if he can only love you because now things are better for your life, then he never really loved you in the beginning. Also, if he's with you and he's not making any commitment, any relationship, he's not claiming you as his woman, then you know that you're not in a healthy situation. You need to move on. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you feel about someone if they don't feel the same. So you can shed some tears if you want to, if a person doesn't love you back. It's natural. But you just can't stay down and you can't stay depressed. You have to accept that that person doesn't want you. And you should never want to be with anyone, male or female, if they don't love you, if they don't want to be with you, if they don't want to commit to you, and if they don't want to be in a relationship with you. There's no reason. So all these books about how to make a man find you irresistible, how to make a man love you forever, they're a bunch of bull crap. And to me, they're nothing but white witchcraft, if not black witchcraft. You don't want a man to be with you under mysterious circumstances, voodoo, magic, Satanism, or black magic. You want somebody to be with you because of who you are as a person. Your own inner beauty, your own physical beauty, your own positive energy that you give off. That's what makes you want to make a man be drawn to you for. You don't want to trick a guy into being with you. So I've been in situations where it was hard for me to accept that a person didn't love me. But one of the reasons why it's so hard is because a guy will keep seeing you and spending time with you. And that can throw you off and make you get into a dreamy like state where you don't realize this man is not in love with me because you're too busy loving him and enjoying his company. But the reality of it is, if he hasn't officially made you his woman, you're not his woman. And so what you have to do on a healthy level is you have to simply end the relationship. You have to cut it off and not see him anymore. Unless you want to be in this situation where you're with someone that you are in love with, they're not in love with you, and eventually they're going to go and find them someone that they want to be with, marry that person, whatever, and you're going to be out of their life. So to save yourself the trouble, you need to get out of that relationship as quickly as you can. So that was what I felt like I needed to say. If he's not telling you he loves you, if he's not committing to you, if he's not making a relationship with you, if he's not treating you like the queen that you should be with respect and decency, because even if he's in a relationship with you, but he's treating you wrong and cursing you and disrespecting you and all, you got to put your foot down and end that relationship. You have to get out. And it's not good to tell a man that you're going to leave him. It's best to just leave him and go on with your life. Give him a certain amount of time to get himself together. And don't even tell him you're going to do it. Just have a set time that you're going to deal with that man, like 3 months, 6 months. whatever, maybe even a year, and if you don't see any improvement in him in the relationship, then just end the relationship. That's it. Just end it. But don't tell him you're going to end it. Just end it and then let him know, because some men, you don't know how they are. Some men are abusive. You have to be very careful how you end relationships with certain people, because some people are not emotionally stable. But just remember, if you love someone, it is more beautiful and God-given if they love you back. It doesn't make any difference if you love someone and you have the best intentions for them, but they do not love you, no matter what you do. And the sad reality about it is, if you are in love with someone that's not in love with you, no matter what you do for them, you could give them the world, you could give them $1 million on a silver plate or a golden plate. It doesn't matter what you do. That person is never, ever going to claim you as their woman or their man. So you just have to simply remember, like my mother used to say, you shouldn't want to be with nobody that doesn't want to be with you. It's just that simple. I understand how emotions can get in the way. I've been in situations where I was in love with people and they didn't feel the same. And it took some time for me to move on, because they were seeing me and they were spending time with me, and that was creating a false hope. But at least I got out of the situation. So, like I said, I'm going to end this message with my mother's saying, you shouldn't want to be with anybody that doesn't want to be with you. You shouldn't want to be with anyone who doesn't love you, or doesn't respect you, who doesn't value you, who doesn't treat you the way that you're supposed to be treated, like a king or like a queen. Again, I'm going to end it with, you shouldn't want to be with anyone who doesn't want to be with you. If you have any comments about this, if you realize that this is true, that you're in that type of situation and that you got to move on, because you need to be with somebody who really cares and validates you, opposed to sit with someone who doesn't. Send me a comment. Please let your comments be positive. Share your experiences, your comments. I don't want to hear any negative stuff about, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. If you don't like this video, then just keep it moving. But those who feel a need to share with their experiences and, with loving someone and knowing they don't love them and all the stuff that they had to get through, and you want to share your opinions and ideas or whatever, or just comment on the video with a positive comment, then get back to me, Linda. And again, let's try to be with people that we know have our best interests at heart, people that we know really care about us, love us, and respect us for who we are. I know it's hard to not want to be with people that we actually want to be with, but you can't be with people who don't have your best interests, even if you love them and want to be with them. Unfortunately, your love is not going to make them love you, and that's just the reality of it. You have to be with someone who really wants you, and that's the only type of relationship that is more valid and has more weight to it. Because believe me, there have been men out there that I wanted to be with, and I was willing to do everything and anything for them, and it didn't work because they didn't want me. They didn't want me to be their woman. So it's not going to work if a person at the end of the day is not in love with you and don't want you. All the wonderful things you can do for that man is not going to change him. You're going to have to accept it, women, girls. If he doesn't love you, doesn't want you, there's nothing you can do to change it. You have to go on with your life, pray to God that he sends you a man that you love and that he loves you back. All right, take care and be blessed. Bye.